Sean McConville, try and sum up for me after a very serious injury and nearly 16 months without a goal in a game that you've been 2-0 down in and then 3-2 down in. How did it feel to whack that free kick in off the underside of the crossbar and ultimately secure your team a point?
You know what, Dan, I forgot what it was like to score. It's been that long, you know, and I've been working hard, and you know, I feel like I have been in a little bit of form the last month, you know, creating goals, assists again. Thought I was just lacking that goal, and you know, I know sometimes when you score and you get it back to 3-3, and probably needed to win the game, and I wouldn't have probably celebrated, but it's all that built up emotion of being out for so long, and you know, just had to throw a knee slide in, and especially when you do it at a place like this, you know, the history of this place. I remember coming here to watch Everton in the Premier League and stuff like that, and you know, it's just that I'm just buzzing. You know, I'm over the moon to finally get that hoodoo off my back. You know, you're the first one to let me know how many months and days it'll be. I'm sure you're going to tell me. You know, you text me every other week to tell me it's another week gone by. So you know, I was close to blocking you at one stage, Dan. But now it's over and done with. Hopefully I can kick on and get a couple more now going towards the end of the season. It's
not been easy, has it? We can joke about it, but to get back from the injury is one thing, and then COVID,
yeah,
and then a bit of an injury again that kept you out for a little while. Was there a point where you thought it might not happen? Where you thought, you know, when you were going to the gym every day that maybe this was going to be a bit too much for you?
No. You know, I've got that mentality, that tough mentality that, you know, the place I was brought up in, from, you know, the background that I am brought up in. I'm a fighter, you know, and regardless what injury I have, I'll always feel that I can come back stronger fighting and get back to the levels that I was at beforehand. And you know, I firmly believe I'm getting back there now. You know, I don't want the season to end. That's how you know, strong I'm getting running wise. You know, as I say, creating goals, and that first goal, I don't want the season to end. But you know, it doesn't stop for me. We've got 3 games to go. We'll be trying to win them 3 games, and then it's going to be a big summer. You know, getting myself right and having a pre-season that I didn't have last year, and you know, bouncing into next season on a high.
It's been a crazy afternoon, hasn't it? To come to Sunderland in a league game is one thing for Accrington Stanley, but to be 2-0 down after 10 minutes, you must have feared the worst.
Yeah, and they're a good side, you know, but you know, as a neutral watching that game, you know, we're disappointed that we haven't went and won the game. You know, I feel like, you know, first half we gave them too much respect. You know, you come here, a young team coming here, you know, some players may get overawed, and you give the likes of McGeady, you know, Charlie White, Gooch, you give them time on the ball, they're going to hurt you. You know, we got in at half time and we're told in no uncertain terms that, you know, they're only human. If you get in their socks and, you know, you kick them and you foul them, they'll become unsettled, and we did that second half, and they didn't like it. You know, you heard Aidan McGeady moaning on the pitch to those other players, you heard, you know, the captain moaning, and that's what happens when you get stuck into players and you get in the socks, and you know, you leave one on them, and you do the dirty side of the game. They don't like it, and that's what got us a foothold back into the game. Add that little bit of quality that we have got with the goals, and you know, we're disappointed to come away with a point.
The 2 goals that you scored, aside from the own goal, the quality was really high. You must be pleased with what you'd be able to create today.
Yeah, we're disappointed we only scored 3. You know, we still had a couple of chances in the first half, although we were still disappointed with our performance. But you know, second half, I enjoyed the game. You know, I enjoyed it. It was like a basketball match. It was end to end. But you know, I've just been speaking to Seamus there in the shower, and you know, I enjoyed the game. You know, I come off feeling like, you know, that was a good game of football. You know, I'd love to play like that every week, and you know, we're at our best when we're playing on the front foot, when we're winning headers, when we're winning challenges. If we give teams a foothold in the game, give good players time on the ball, you know, we'll get hurt and we'll get punished, and we did first half. You know, Charlie White's a good player, and if you give him 2 free headers, or you know, a header and a volley in the box, he's going to score. You know, that's the level that we're at. You know, them top players at this level will punish you, and you know, we got to grips with that second half. I thought Ben Barkley was superb second half. You know, from getting tight and winning, and you know, aerially dominating Charlie White, and that gave us a foothold to go and do what we did.
It's not quite over mathematically, is it? And while you've still got a chance, you'll say you've got a chance. I said to the manager a minute ago, whatever happens, you're going to have a bearing on the playoffs because of the teams that you play in. Are you very conscious of that?
I don't think we're going into games, you know, thinking we'll stop these getting in the playoffs, or we'll stop these going up automatic. We're worried about ourselves. You know, if you were in our dressing room before that game, you know, you firmly believe that we can still get in the playoffs. And you know, looking at the results, I think it was only Oxford that won. So, is it too much damage that we've got a point? Probably not. But you know, the games are ebbing away. You know, we're left in no uncertain terms now. We need to win 3 games to stand any sort of chance of getting in the playoffs. And if we go and win the 3 games and we fall short, you know, we're unlucky.
And how much do you need that sort of front foot, that confidence, that enjoying it, even a bit of swagger that you had in the second half?
You need it. You know, as I said, that's the only way we can play. We can't play on the back foot. You know, we've seen time and time again, if we give players and opposition players time on the ball, and no matter if it's Sunderland, if it's Wimbledon, if it's Charlton, if we give good players time on the ball, you know, we'll get punished. And you know the lads know that we can only play one way, and that's getting on the front foot, winning our earlier challenges at the back, getting in people's socks, and then having that little bit of quality going forward. You know, and I thought there was some big performances out there. I thought Adam Phillips, you know, I thought he was fantastic today. Ran himself into the ground, was getting cramp at the end, and you know, made up for him because you know he's worked hard to get back in the team, and he'll be thinking similar to me. He won't want the season to end.